Hi guys, good day and welcome di ay sa kong channel. Pinakauna na ako ning vlog. Then shy type dai ko sa camera no. But akong pangalan dai si RJ from Shalom Revivalist Network. The purpose ani nga vlog is to encourage everyone and to expose ang dapat i-expose nga kailangan ng makabulong tao. So now, akong i-encourage ang tanan nga please do not forget to like, then subscribe and share this videos and click the notification bell for more videos updates. Okay guys, narinig ko sa ano ron. Narinig ko sa terrace ron. Narinig ko sa terrace. So, narinig ko sa basta kumakitaan ninyo sa likod na ako na yung mga balay. So, hindi nila mag-vlog, no? But bago na ako nisugdan, kaning akong i-expose karon is anong ko i-share nung information para sa tanan. Nga nung naitabo ni, sa mga plano nila, sa plano sa New World Order, sa mga plano nila nga nung kaning corona karon ginagamit, no, kaning deadly disease or deadly virus karon nga ang tibok kalibutan is nagasuffer tungod aning coronavirus. And I just want you to know guys, unsa man gyud ang nahitabo bago nag-outbreak sa Wuhan, China. Nagkaroon bag mga signing, nagkaroon bag mga meeting? Ang answer is yes. Nagkaroon og meeting bago nag-outbreak. And ang coronavirus is funded also. And even though Barack Obama gave 3.5 million, no, to fund that virus, which is China used this as a bio weapon also, no. Ginahimo ni sa karong weapon, and literally karon ang China ginagamit nila ni, no. But najoy behind ani, najoy likod ani tanan, no. Najoy likod ani tanang nahitabo karon sa kalibutan, ug najoy naga-support ani nga virus to kill people, to kill individual, and to collapse every economic sa matag kalibutan, sa matag country rather. And I just want you to know guys that the NWO knows about it. No, the New World Order, they know everything about, they know nga nung nahitabo ni karon, well plan kayo ni. And kung imong hunaon, no, kaning nahitabo karon sa kalibutan is dili jud sa normal. This pandemic, grabe ang iyang gibuhat sa matag country. No, and thousands of people right now are dying every day. No, but the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, they never tell us the truth. No, they keep lying to us. No, they manipulate the record. Why? No, because the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, no, is funded by Bill Gates also. Kabalo na mo kung kinsa si Bill Gates. No. Why dili mo against? Why dili mo against ang WHO sa vaccine ni Bill Gates? Kung kapulo ba mo ang naitabo sa Africa sa una tungod sa vaccine na Bill Gates, it kills children. Daghan kay mga bata nga namatay, even though and also sa South Sudan, no, katong naapay nahitabo nga vaccination dito, gi-vaccine ang mga bata dito, no, ang gigamit that time is kang Bill Gates na vaccine, ug daghan pong nangamatay, but they never expose it, no. Wala giingon sa tua ang tinuod, kung asa gyud ang tinuod, no. And I'm praying, no, to God that kaning nahitabo karon ma-expose. We need to know it. Every one of us kailangan makabulo about it para ma-aware ta, no? Para ma-aware ta nga kaning situation karon nga nahitabo sa kaning pandemic rather nga nahitabo sa kalibutan karon, no? Dili ni siya kanang joke ug yaga-yaga. And I pray to God nga kaning video nga imong akong ipakita sa imong touch sa imong heart karon nga mga lagad kang tarong sa Ginoo. No? And the UN, which is the United Nations, is very silent. Wala gid sila nitabang. And kung kabulon mo katong nagmeeting ang World Health Organization ug ang taga United Nation nga mga leaders, kabulon mo sang gitubag nila. Kaya na daw sa China. Bisag di na daw mo send og mga doctors nga gikan sa UN, bisag di na daw mo send og doctors ang taga World Health Organization, no, kay kaya na daw nila even daw medical kits wa joy gitabang ang World Health Organization. No. This pandemic that is happening right now is pandemic. And bago naiduha ka agenda nga ilang target, which is the Agenda 2021, which is Agenda 21, and the Agenda 2030. Bago mag 2021, na mahitabo nga depopulation sa matag country. And natay total 7 billion kapin na population. And ang gusto mahitabo karon sa NWO, which is the New World Order, is 90% ang mamatay. Why they use this deadly disease or this deadly virus? Because walay kaso nga mahitabo, wala kay pwede basulon, dili pwede mo nga ibasol nimo sa China, pero kung sa tindud anay lang, no, pwede na to ibasol ni sa WHO, sa World Health Organization. Nganong wala man sila gibuhat, nganong ang China nahimo ra man ng silent, no? Nganong ni-explode pa man, nganong nanaghan pa man bago pa sila nagsaba sa tibuok bago pa sila nagsaba, rather daghan na kayo ang na-infect. Daghan na kayo ang infected rather, no? But I pray, no, sa kaning video nga mo makita ano niya makatabang sa imong pagpangalaga, especially kung Christian ka. And right now, no, dapat kang mahimong observer. Dapat imong ma-check imong Christian life, imong pagpangalagad sa Ginoo, imong heart sa the Lord. Kamusta man? Kamusta imong prayer life? Kamusta imong devotional life? Nag-quarantine na lang ganita, wag gihapon kagampo. Nag-quarantine na lang ganita, nara sa balay ang simba, late pagyud ka. No? Dili pa ka devotional, dili pa gid ka kasoking og tarong, dili pa gid ka pray og tarong. Naragi ka sa balay, wa ka gawin source, naragi ka sa balay. Pero wag gihapon ka research. No? Hopefully nga maka-encourage sa inyo ang tanan. I'm not telling this to judge you, but I'm telling this mao man ang tinuod. No? We must build, no? We must kanagong kanang tinud anay natong i-fix atong kaugalingon sa pagpangalagad sa Ginoo. And I pray this video nga imong makit-an karon is dako sa tabang sa imo. And please watch this video.
If we just ascertain what is known and a known hushed up secret that the Chinese knew for 6 weeks about the virus before saying anything on the global stage to get a trade deal signed, somebody needs to look into that. Because countless lives have been lost as a result.
This Rockefeller Foundation document was about a scenario involving a flu pandemic. And it described what would happen, that China would use authoritarian, draconian methods to meet the challenge, and then the West wouldn't basically start like that, but then would become the same. And this whole global lockdown was described in this document.
I'm Christian at heart, and I like to think that nobody would want to kill people. I will say this much, and if you're listening, write it down. In late November, word had already gotten off of the mainland that there was a virus in Wuhan. On January the 15th, the U.S. trade bill was signed, phase 1. December the 15th. I had a whole month off, December the 15th. 6 weeks later, the trade truce was signed with an out clause, a very clever out clause that the Chinese made sure was in there, that said if there was any kind of act of God, pandemic, then they didn't have to make good on what they had committed to buy from the United States. Within days, they announced the first coronavirus. So, did the Chinese know damn well that this thing was running around the world for 6 weeks before they shut down Wuhan? Yes, they did. Is that criminal? Yes, it is. Does it deserve to go in front of a world tribunal? Yes, it does. Because we know that it was the unfettered travel that made this thing a global phenomenon that was impossible to contain. 6 weeks they knew, but they wanted that out clause. And then they underreported what happened in Wuhan, which a toddler could tell you based on what happened in Italy, based on what's happened in Germany and in France and now in the UK with Boris Johnson in the ICU. There's no way in a city the size of New York, 11 million people, that there were so few cases. It's impossible with similar density to New York. So the World Health Organization should be held accountable for not holding China accountable to providing good, valid data so that the rest of the world could prepare for fewer people to die. And that's what you're talking about. To me, these are equivalents to acts of war on the part of China. And then, equally, whether you're talking about NPR or Fox News, most major media outlets on both sides of the aisle came out and reassured the United States that it was just the flu. Within 24 hours of South Korea's first case being reported, the United States' first case was reported. And what we did was dither. We sat on it for 6 weeks and tried to reassure the public that nothing was happening. Somebody should be held accountable for that, because somebody in the United States intelligence community has to have known what was truly going on in Wuhan. We don't have a CIA for nothing. And yet we told Americans for 6 weeks, while South Korea was testing everybody and shutting the country down, that it was just going to be the flu. So there are a lot of responsible bodies right now that have taken us to the point where we're at, inside the country and in China. And they need to be held accountable. So you don't even have to get on the discussion as to whether or not this was a manufactured virus and set upon the world. You don't even have to go that far. If we find that in future investigations, then that needs to be prosecuted. But if we just ascertain what is known and a known hushed up secret that the Chinese knew for 6 weeks about the virus before saying anything on the global stage to get a trade deal signed, somebody needs to look into that, because countless lives have been lost as a result.
The damages are in the tens of trillions of dollars. We're not talking about small here, if that's the case.
No, we're not. And we're talking about people losing their family members, and we're talking about we're talking about suicides in the future, we're talking about economic hardship. All of this could have been mitigated had China been honest and had the World Health Organization made China accountable.
Let me ask you, who do you trust the least? Iran, Russia, or China?
China. China's got more economic power.
Because of that, or because they don't have a free press and because we can't really know what the hell is going on over there?
Well, that's just a kicker, but you don't really know what's going on in Iran either. You had global satellite images in Iran showing mass graves. Iran underreported the same. And you can't tell me that in the cold of winter that Russia has as many cases as it's reporting. But at last check, China's 17% of global GDP. They can throw more money around than anybody else. And you just mentioned two of their allies, by the way.
When you look in the global average and in most other countries, the number of people who are seriously affected by this against all those who are not, the way the whole economic system is being shut down is suicide. And what happens when it reaches a point where in its present state it cannot continue, it cannot survive? A whole new economic system comes in. The idea of human-caused climate change, it's a hoax. And people say, why would they hoax climate change? You look at all the solutions to climate change, and again and again and again, they are exactly the same solutions and consequences as with the coronavirus.